Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Annie and this is Unity Consciousness. I am a little bit under the weather, started with an upper respiratory infection, so my apologies for this late publishing on a Monday, but let's see if I can get through this without having a coughing fit. So anyway, let's get started. Today we are coming off of a Uranus-Mercury conjunction that happened in Taurus, and it was sextile Venus, which is in Pisces, exalted in Pisces. So that energy we wrapped up yesterday, but it is going to continue with us through the first part of this week. In addition to that, today we've got the Sun, which is in Aries, is going to square Pluto, which is in Capricorn. And this is a conjunction that occurs every 6 months or so. So we're familiar with this energy. It's not that far out there, should I say. But it can be very tense energy. I felt a bit of it yesterday. It can leave us feeling very angry or hurt. Three-dimensionally, we can find ourselves going off on someone verbally because of a power struggle. As you are aware, we had a full moon in Libra over the weekend that really accentuated power struggles within relationships. And today, this configuration between Sun and Pluto can really aggravate or exacerbate that situation. So from a five-dimensional perspective, use the situation of powerlessness to catapult you in a new direction. And that starts with acceptance of the circumstances that make you feel powerless. Accept that for what it is, and then regain your power. And, accept any responsibility that you need to. That's what part of a square is. We have to do something. But let's take responsibility for what's ours and get rid of the rest. And Pluto will certainly help us transform that situation, because your peace of mind in letting go of a situation is always going to leave you in a much better spot. Letting go quite often is what gives you your power, and peace of mind is first and foremost. There's no doubt about that. Try and stay away from impulsive actions, because the Sun is at the very late degrees of Aries. As a matter of fact, we're going to talk about Taurus. Happy birthday, Taurus. So the late degrees of Aries creates a very profound Aries effect, and that can be very reactive, I suppose, on a three-dimensional level. So do your best not to react to a situation, but respond. And sometimes, like I mentioned, letting go is the best way to regain your power. Just let go of what's not yours. So that is today. Now tomorrow, which is Tuesday, we have the Sun entering Taurus. Excited about this. This is wonderful energy. It is fixed earth energy, so very grounded energy. Happy birthday to all the Taurus folks out there. One of my best friends, actually my best friend and sister, is a Taurus. So I love Taurus energy. It is very practical. It's very steady. It's very sensual. Your senses can be accentuated now. But the energy that comes in on Tuesday is going to quickly resolve any issues with power struggles that occurred on Monday. And also, because this it's Happy Birthday Taurus season, we are going to that accentuates the second and eighth house axis, nodal axis, where the moon is located now, or the measurement to the moon. And that axis is where the solar eclipses are and will be for the next year or so, and we will have our first solar eclipse next week in Taurus. So the stage is getting set for that solar eclipse, and the Sun moving into Taurus is the first step in that direction. So keep in mind that these eclipses, as they come upon us, because it's on the Scorpio, Taurus, second house, eighth house axis, is going to accentuate self-worth. So let's get rid of those power struggles so that we can step right into our self-worth at this time of the eclipse and open some new doors, new beginnings with the solar eclipse that's just around the corner. Further, Taurus speaks about finances as well as self-worth. So currencies and understanding your prosperity. So these are all things to focus on in Taurus season, and as well during the time of the eclipses that will be occurring in the very near future. It is eclipse season. Then next Sunday, we've got some pretty highly charged energy that will be coming in. This is a once in a year square between Mercury, which is in Taurus, is going to square Saturn, which is in Aquarius. And this is a fixed square. Nobody wants to move. Everybody's got a side and they're not budging. This is, mental acuity, Mercury in Taurus. And it's going to meet restrictions, not being able to meet deadlines, being frustrated in that. Fearful of making mistakes. Your Mercury wants us to move forward, but then we've got this square with Saturn, which we're hitting a dead end in some way, and we're also hesitant to move forward with the ideas that we have. Again, Mercury, mental acuity, mental and or verbal responses. So be mindful on this day about the manner in which you speak to others and how they receive the message. There could be, it's a square, so there could be some misunderstandings relative. For example, delivering what you think may be a joke, might think it's funny. The person who's on the receiving end of that might not think so. So just be mindful in your communications on this day and your actions, and be aware there's probably going to be some stops and starts. Allow yourself plenty of time to reach a goal, or maybe not even reach that goal at all. Slow things down if it gets to be too much. And Saturn also asks us to take responsibility for what's ours. So if you need to postpone a deadline, or if you need to extend a deadline in some way, make that call, relieve the pressure on yourself. Well, that's all I have for you this week. Next week is going to be a doozy. Like I said, it starts getting, the later in the week, the more this energy really begins to build, and it is highly charged, very highly charged. It's eclipse season. So if you have any questions, please post them in the comment box below. If you have questions or comments, if you know of someone who could be helped by this video, please do share it with them. I would love it if you click the like button and also subscribe so you know videos being dropped. I hope you have a fabulous day. Namaste.